back to MAMATRIED. Today I'm going to be doing the long-awaited Luxi's room tour. Now I'm not just going to be showing you Luxi's room. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and tricks, some things we've held on to since Luxi was a baby, things we've changed since she's moved to toddlerhood, things about her big girl bed and organization, just all kinds of things that I hope will help you. But while I'm thinking about it, go ahead and hit that like button. I would really appreciate it, and make sure that you are subscribed with the bell notification on so that way you don't miss any of my videos. But let's jump into it. So I'm just going to start from the door and move my way around the room. Now, if you are interested in something else in her room, I'll be putting some timestamps on this video, so make sure to check that out. And I would really appreciate it if you guys would just watch the whole entire video. I'd appreciate it even more if you wouldn't skip the ads, because that's how Mama is going to pay the bills. One day. I'm not doing it yet, but you know, one day. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'll stop talking. A lot of people probably wouldn't have a fish in their toddler's room, but we do, and I absolutely love it. I was nervous about it at first, but I feel like it really helps with Luxi's bedtime routine. First of all, we feed Fishy every night after we do bath time and everything like that. Luxi gets to talk to Fishy, and we don't have any other animals, so this is her pet. So this gives her a reason to take care of something else. Also, if she can't sleep at night, I have noticed that she will stare at Fishy's tank, and it'll kind of help her fall asleep. So it's something that's a little stimulating, but nothing that's keeping her up at night. The next thing is going to be our Hatch rest. I wish I could say that I was sponsored by Hatch, because I share this with every new mom that I know. Hatch rest has been something that we have used since day one, and I mean day one of bringing Luxi home from the hospital, and we've never stopped there. So there are different light functions on this and different sounds. So it is a sound machine, but you can also put in schedules, and we are going to start doing that with Luxi soon. So different colors can mean different things. Like green can mean, okay, it's time for you to get up, it's okay for you to get up, and red can mean mommy and daddy are not awake yet. The ocean sound on here is so good. We've changed all the different sounds. The sound gets really, really loud, and I can control it from my phone, so there's no need for me to come in Luxi's room and interrupt her if I feel like it's too loud or it's not loud enough, if she's not falling asleep. So I love that it can be controlled by an app. I'll move on from that, but everything that I can, I'll be linking in the video description. So if you're interested in anything I have in her room, I probably got it online, so I'll link it for you. The next thing is going to be a humidifier. I keep this in Luxi's room for any time that she's congested or anything like that. I turn it on, and it just seems to be really helpful. Now let's move into the drawers. This is Luxi's pajama drawer. I have some drawer dividers in here that I love. I think I picked them up at Marshall's. Of course, you guys know I love Marshall's. And I used to have these all organized with like shorts and short sleeves and flannel, stuff like that, but I don't do it anymore. It's just kind of in there, and I do like to rotate these so that way I know that Luxi's wearing all of her pajamas. So I picked the first one out, and Luxi can choose between these first pajamas, and then we kind of move our way to the back as the laundry goes. So yeah, that way I know she's wearing all of her clothes. Moving on to this next drawer here, I have these containers that I picked up at Dollar Tree. They're supposed to be like for fridge organization to put sodas in, but I use them for all kinds of things around my house. So I have some bummies in here and some denim shorts. Just all of her shorts are in this drawer right here. Then down here, this is kind of like my working drawer, so I've got some extras in here and some things that I have to work on. Like she's got some pants in here that I need to like use a sweater, like, you know, the little remover thing on. So, and mine broke, so I've got to get another one. So I just put it in here so that way it's a reminder to me. I also have some wipes in here and just some other random stuff. And then this drawer is Luxi's like underwear drawer. So we still wear pull-ups overnight. Luxi's fully potty trained aside from at night. She does well most nights, but we still wear pull-ups just in case. So right here, again, I have these organizers from Dollar Tree. So I've got Luxi's panties right here, socks, pull-ups. I've got some of like Fishy's stuff right here. So Fishy's food and tank cleaner. And then in this next drawer here, it's like Luxi's swim drawer. So it's got her sunscreen. It's got some little clip-on fans in here. It's got her swimsuit, sunglasses, a wet bag, some swim shoes. So all about swimming in here. And then this bottom drawer here is Luxi's dance drawer. She's not currently in dance, but we are ready for when the time comes. I feel like I get all kinds of comments all the time about Luxi's book storage. So I actually picked this up from Home Goods a while back, and I'm pretty sure that it's from like the Container Store. So I've found similar ones on Amazon, so I will link that. I actually have Luxi's room or Toddler room, something like that, a list on my Amazon storefront, so you can look through there as well. I'm always adding and updating that. But I love this because I can switch out her books. Currently, like, she can climb on it to get the back ones. So whenever I do like a big clean in the house, which is like every 2 months or so, I'll alternate out all of these books. So the ones that she doesn't read as much or that we haven't read, I'll just switch them out and put the ones that we've been reading all the time in the back. And that way I know that she's reading all of her books, and if she's bored with some, I can take them out and we can replace it with a new book. So this is all of her books currently. I just went through them, and yeah, we read books literally every single night since she was born. Now these curtains, I picked them up at Big Lots. They are just a beautiful like rose color, and they're like insulated really well. So in the summertime it stays pretty cool in here, and in the winter this blocks out the cold. So that's why I really like these. They've got a good weight to them, and they just really help with the weather control in her room. This rocking chair was actually mine when I was a baby, and I just passed it on to Luxi. It really needs to be redone really bad, but I just haven't had a moment to do it. But one of these days I will, one of these days. Those two shelves right there have books that are very special, whether they have been passed on through the family or they are custom books. They're books that I'm not willing for Luxi to have unsupervised. We do read them, but they are just out of reach for now. This lamp I got from IKEA years ago. I don't even know if they're still selling it, but it does have a little foot push button on it. And Luxi loves that. She gets to turn on the lamp every night before we read our book, so that's a part of her little routine. I highly suggest having a job for your toddler to do that is a part of their routine, so that way they can look forward to doing it themselves, because as parents we often try to do everything for them and they really want to do stuff themselves, like really bad. So those are some little things that I let Luxi do, and they usually end in a very good sleep. So just some ideas for you guys. I don't know. This is the minnen bed from IKEA. I don't think I'm able to link it. I may be able to, and if I am, I'll put it in there for you guys, or something similar. But the minnen bed is an adjustable toddler bed. So this is on the second level. The toddler bed is much smaller than this, and we also got the adjustable mattress for it from IKEA as well. So the adjustable mattress actually comes as a toddler size, and then it comes with 2 more pieces, so a middle piece, and then you can add on another piece to make it a twin-sized bed. So right now we've got it in the middle, and I think I might move it to the twin soon, but she doesn't really need it yet. It's more like for me when I lay in bed and read books with her. But yeah, so that's where that came from. And I highly recommend this bed. I think it's a perfect transitioning bed, and I love that there's a middle section, so that way you don't have to go straight into a twin size bed if you don't want to. And I also will say that this bed is crooked. I don't know why. I put it together myself, and it's literally like the parts. Like something about it is shorter than the other side. So that's one thing about IKEA. It is less expensive, but you're not really getting like super quality stuff. But we love it. It's just a little crooked. Like, but you can't tell because it's up against the wall. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Back here, I just have a big body pillow. I like to put this here because Luxi's head is right here and the window's right here, and I like to protect it from the cold right now, especially since it's, you know, winter and super cold outside. Her comforter and bedspread I also got from IKEA. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I got a twin size and I just fold it over. So like the sheets we also got from IKEA, I just fold it underneath this part because they are twin sized. This pillow, my bestie got Luxi for her birthday, I think. I can't remember, but she got this for her, probably from Etsy. I got this pillow from IKEA, and this one I got from Key Dreams, which I can link for you guys. And then this, I don't remember where I got this, but yeah, this is Luxi's bed. And I also store the additional mattress piece under her bed. I would pull it out for you guys, but I can't reach. Moving on to the newest addition to Luxi's room. This is the MA125 air purifier from Medify Air. Medify Air is actually sponsoring today's video, so thank you to Medify. And I absolutely love this air purifier, and I had no idea the benefits of having an air purifier until the whole family got really sick and Luxi had a lingering cough, and I really wanted to get a new air purifier. We have a small one in our room, but we didn't have one for Luxi's room, and I honestly didn't know the benefits of them until I started looking into it. So with that lingering cough, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that it would probably be a good idea to get an air purifier. So whenever Medify reached out to me, I was like, game on, because I wanted to get one anyway. And I will actually have a link and a code in the video description so you can save some money and shop their site. You don't have to get a huge one like this. This one actually can purify big areas. This isn't really meant for a small room like Luxi's, but I love this because I can wheel it into other areas of my house and run it whenever I'm doing cleaning day. That way I can make sure that the whole home has clean air. But let's jump into this. So we like to use this on the auto setting, and it will just adjust to the air quality. So when this little ring is blue, that means that the air quality is good. Whenever it turns an amber color, it means that the air quality is not so great. And whenever it's red, it means that the air quality is bad. When I first started running it, it was red and it ran for like 30 minutes, turned amber, and then after that it was blue. So it took no time to clean it. These actually have the same air filters that are used in hospitals and things like that, so they are super safe and you know that they're going to do a great job. They actually have a air filter subscription on their website, so you can sign up for their subscription once you get the air purifier. As long as you're actually changing out the filters when you're supposed to, Medify will give you a lifetime warranty on all of their air purifiers, which I think is amazing and really shows the company and the quality of their air purifiers. This actually has so many options on it. It has a UV setting on it, so you can run that for 30 minutes and it will eliminate any bacteria that is in the area that it's in, which I think that is great. Also, it has a child safety lock on it, so if you're wanting to get one for your nursery, for your kids' room, you don't have to worry about them changing the settings. When we first got it, Luxi really liked to just touch it because it made a cool noise, and she would just be in there touching it until I figured out it had a child safety lock, so I immediately turned that on. It also has a timer on it if you don't want to set it on auto. We have it on auto because it will regulate to what the air needs. So if the air quality is bad, it's going to run super high, but if it's good, it's just going to run low, which I love because I don't want to have to worry about it, you know? So auto, here we go. But you can also set timers on this and set a schedule for it as well if you want to do that. This is super easy to change out the filters. The front and the back just open up like that, and there's a tab on the air filter, so you can just pull it out and change it. Now this side is like the green side, and you can tell, like, I haven't been using that long, but you can see all of the things that have been flying through the air. You can see dust in here and hairs, and we don't have any like animals with danders, so that's crazy that it's already pulled some stuff out. Now since this is a carbon air filter, it's going to filter out any bad smells that you may have in your home, which I like because if I'm cooking something stinky like fish or salmon, I can wheel this bad boy in the kitchen, turn it on for a few minutes, and the smell is gone, and I absolutely love that. Now back here, it's just got another air filter. This also has different settings on it as well, so you can customize it to whatever you need. So if these lights bug you, if you're a super light sleeper or you're light sensitive, you can turn those lights off. I wish that I would have known the benefits to having a good air purifier when Luxi was a baby, because I would have put it on my baby registry for sure. So make sure that you check out my link in the video description, but let's move on to Luxi's closet. Oops, I forgot to mention, we use the Infant Optics baby monitor we have since Luxi was itty bitty. We actually first started off with their first version, which was a pretty small screen, and now we've got that big one because Luxi broke our other one. So yeah, we love the Infant Optics. I love everything about it. I can go into detail, but I don't want to bore you guys. But if you're looking for a baby monitor, Infant Optics is all the way. You don't need to look any further. I searched for hours when I was pregnant to determine that that one was the best of the best. All right, there is quite a lot to unpack here, but first I'm gonna start over here. Now, I actually have a video where I did all of this and I shared everything in Luxi's closet whenever I first did it when she was probably a year old, so I'll link that video if you're interested. And that's how I decided on organization, and I've kept that method since then. So if you're interested, I'll link it. But I actually have all of Luxi's bows here. We don't wear headband bows as much as we used to anymore, but we haven't stopped wearing them, so that's why I still have them up. I just have some little clips and things like that. This was actually a very inexpensive way to display bows and hats and things like that. Everything else that I've seen is very expensive. So I kind of found my own way because Mama's not spending all that money to display bows. You hear me? I also have hats, and then I have winter gear down here. So her little, what are these even called? Hats. And her mittens are down here. And then on this side, I just have 2 command hooks, and I'll put up outfits that we'll be wearing the next day to a play date, you know, whenever we actually leave the house and I'm not just grabbing outfits. Now, I will put together outfits, you know, every once in a while if I'm just playing around or cleaning her room, and I'll put them over here. So that way I have some ready-made outfits. I don't have to sit here and pick different stuff. I just have it ready to go. So that's a good tip for you guys too. If you're busy mamas, whenever you have a second, just go ahead and curate some outfits and put them together. But let's go into the whole back side of the closet. I actually labeled all of these, and this was when Luxi was still in diapers. So that one says diapers, but it's not. It's like seasonal books. So I actually need to take down the Valentine's Day one, but I've got some books in here. I've got beach stuff, so there's beach towels and floaties, stuff like that in here. This says other, but it's mostly keepsake items, so things like from her birthdays, baby books, stuff like that. Same with this one. And these 2 actually have clothes that do not fit her yet, that are too big, or they're seasonal items for the next year. So yeah, I love those containers as well. I had to find something that fit perfectly, and I'm so glad that I was able to find something, because it's just hard to utilize the whole entire space. And you want to make sure that you do, because what's the point if you don't, you know? I just have extra hangers over here. These are all of her pants. I don't like to put pants in a drawer. I want to be able to see them, and since we do have the closet space, I do like to go ahead and hang them. I feel like hanging is so much easier, so that way you can see everything instead of having to dig through a drawer. So I've got all of her pants out, and it doesn't always look this great because Luxi does get in her closet and move things around. So I did extra clean her room for you guys today, so just letting you know. And over here, I've just got her jackets and then a very special dress. So moving on to the middle part of her closet, these little acrylic bins I got from Marshall's, I'm pretty sure. And I used to store like her hats and bummies and things like that in them, but I've moved it around a little bit since she was a baby. So in this one, I've got some like costumes and some purses. This one I've got purses and backpacks, things like that. And then in this one, I have like one bag, some earmuffs, and a blankie. Right here, this is Luxi's little coin bank. That's a monkey that she absolutely loves. I got this shoe organizer from Target, so I will link it for you guys, but it has worked out so well for Luxi's shoe storage. Down here, I just have like sandals, tennis shoes, and boots and house shoes. So this closet actually didn't have this shelf or this clothes rack. I put that in all by myself, like a big girl. I don't know what kind of a renovator I think I am, but I'm just saying, if there's any kind of things like that in your home that you feel discouraged about doing or you don't have enough time, you got it. I did this all by myself. Now granted, my dad did help me, but he did not install it because I wanted to do it myself, because don't need no man, but I do need a man. I need my husband and my dad both, but I'm independent, you know? If you know, you know. We've got tank tops, t-shirts, blouses, long sleeve shirts, little sweaters, and then I've got all of her two-piece sets, jumpers, overalls, things that are like overalls, dresses. Yeah, and it's pretty much dresses from there. Now, I keep all seasons in her closet because I live in Texas and every day is a different season, literally. There's no point in me taking out a season because you never know when it's gonna change. I do keep Luxi's hamper in her closet, so her dirty clothes are in there. Down there, I've just got like her overnight bag and my big itsy ritzy diaper bag. I don't use it as much anymore, but if we're traveling, I will use it. I still have my breast pumps and things like that from when I was still breastfeeding in here because you can't store them like in an attic and I don't really know where else to put them, so Luxi's room it is. Luxi has a little stool right here that she does use every single day. She'll pull it out and pick out her shoes, or if we're about to leave the house, I'll tell her, go get your shoes, Luxi, and put them on, and she'll pull this out, grab her shoes. So that's why this is right here. And on the other side, I still do have another breast pump down here because I used two different ones when I was breastfeeding, and this is in case we have another one. I'm not sure if we're going to or not. That's up to the big guy upstairs. That pretty much sums it up for Luxi's closet. I do have a couple more things in her room and then we'll be finished up. So if you're still with me, love ya. These shelves right here, I actually used to store Luxi's books in when she was a baby, but we have too many books for that now, so that's why I got that bookshelf over there. So now I just kind of store important keepsake things on here and a little bit of decor. So up here I actually have this little rabbit from my ultrasound. I only got one good ultrasound with Luxi because I had a midwife and they were old school. They didn't do all that. That's a story for another day. I actually have my birth story on my channel if you want to check that out. It was a little traumatic, so beware, but I have this little rabbit and it's got Luxi's heartbeat in it, so if you squeeze it, kind of like a Build-A-Bear, but it's her heartbeat. I love it. And just some other cutesy little things up there. And then right here, her GJ got her the snow globes. I got a little plant that I picked up at Marshall's for her, and some of her storybook Bibles. This has a great way of explaining biblical stories, but in a kid way, if that makes sense. But we absolutely love our storybook Bible. We've read through it probably 5 times. We love it. I also have this beginner's Bible from whenever I was little. I got this mirror from Home Goods. I just wanted something on Luxi's level so that way she could see herself, because, you know, mirrors are normally pretty tall. I also have this little coat rack for Luxi that's an L, and she just likes to keep her robe on it. She's a little diva and loves her robe. And then right here, this is a toy box that I think is Kid Craft. I'm not sure. My mom got it for her for Christmas or her birthday one year, and it just has all of her stuffed animals in it. Well, a lot of them. I see a lot of them are missing. They're probably in her playroom now. But every once in a while, she'll grab something for here and sleep with it, so I let her keep those in her room. Alright, you guys, that was everything for Luxi's room tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure that you hit the like button. It really helps support my channel, and it helps me figure out which videos you guys like and don't like. I want to thank Medify Air again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure that you check out the link in the video description. They have air purifiers that are small, they have air purifiers that are big, and I'm sure that they have one that will fit your needs and your family. But thank you so much for watching, and make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification on, and I would love to see you over on Instagram because I post all kinds of behind the scenes stuff and daily updates on my Instagram story, so I'd love to see you there. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!
Isn't it my birthday yet?